You know, and look, here, I'm going to say something now, and I hope this isn't weird for anybody, but it's just easier for me to get shit off my chest than not. And like I said, I got to be real, man. I can't sit here and not say nothing. Look, dude. Okay, real talk. Do I look like I had cancer 13 weeks ago?
No.
I may be relapsing right now, like while we're eating. I'm serious. Like I went to the hospital on Friday, and they were like, your white blood cell count is high, but in the normal range of anybody who... This is a lot for me to talk about right now, so please bear with me. It was 11,000. For those who don't know the whole numbers game that they play, 11,000 is the top end of anybody who didn't have any prior blood problems or cancer problems or anything like that.
It's the high end of the normal.
Yeah. Exactly. So with that being said, they went and did a closer look. They took a smear, you know what I'm talking about, of my blood. And the doctor, as they want to do, got excited and saw what are called myeloblasts in my blood, which is, she was like, look, dude, I think you got leukemia again. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, I feel great. You know, I've been doing everything right. But it's not about that. You know what I mean? It's really not. And I got to be honest with myself. And I have to go in. Look, tomorrow morning, I have an appointment to talk to an oncological nurse that I got hooked up with through Gary Knoll. And then I have a 1 o'clock appointment at the hospital. And, dude, they were going to admit me last Friday. You know what I mean? And like, look, man, I'm ready to admit you now and have you on chemo in 24 hours. And I was like, yo, you need to chill. The other thing, they were like, yo, let's give you a bone biopsy right now, a bone marrow biopsy. And I was like, can you do this through peripheral blood? Because you do have to be your own best advocate in all of this, because you really are your only advocate. And you know what I realized? And I don't say, listen, and Lou, you, look at me. This is you and me here. We've been walking with this, and we're going to get sad here, man. I'm trying to, like, I don't want to keep none of this from nobody, you know what I'm saying? I think that's wrong. You know, guys, walk with me this whole fucking way, step by step, you know what I mean? And I know you suffered a lot of loss, and I know, you know, I ain't trying to go nowhere, you know what I'm saying, dude? And that's part of why I want to go all this and talk about this, because, yo, man, I don't know how long I got, you know what I'm saying? It's probably going to be that I go in tomorrow and they're going to talk about admitting me, and I'm going to have to walk the fine, and like I told the doctor, I was like, look, I'm trying to walk the fine line between getting the help I need, if I need it, and not getting too much procedures, because you know what, leukemia kills and so does chemotherapy. You know what I'm saying? So I'm walking a razor's edge between this shit, and it's really challenging, bro, and I had a hard time fighting, man. When we got out of the hospital, I was fucked up in my head, man, like screaming at one point. Dude, I saw myself take them. I saw vividly, like, oh my God, that's what Sinai's bed looks like, and that's and that's Will, you in that bed taking your last ones. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, whoo, you know. And as hard as it is to say that to my people, and especially you to hear that, imagine me. I started freaking out, like But you know what, bro? To where I'm at with this right now, it's like I am managing a condition. And hey, yeah, and you know, it's supposed to be a terminal condition or whatever. But when I spoke to Gary Knoll's oncological nurse that I'm going to start working with now, she gave me a different perspective on it, in the sense of, oh no, you're probably going to need more chemotherapy. With any of the leukemia types, you're going to need more. Like, oh, you thought like almost. She didn't say it because she didn't know me, but like, oh, you thought you were out the water?
Right.
Oh, you thought you were...
I was going to tell you it was okay. Oh, sorry about that.
Because I was freaking out, you know what I mean? I was like, dude, like, what do I do? Like, they tried to take me today, like, and it's almost, for me...
Yeah. Oh, shit.
I love you, my brother.
Eric.
What's up, man?
You pull up a plate, you bastard.
How's it going?
You pull up a plate.
Long time, man. Let's see you forever.
Hey, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, thank you, man. Thank you. Oh, we got some meatballs.
Good food.
Hey,
Good food.
So, you know.
So what she say?
I don't know. I gotta go in. They did peripheral blood tests, like a more definitive test. Dude, I mean, she was like, you know.
Yeah, I know how that worked out.
She was like, dude, your shit is back. You know what I'm saying? Let's be fucking
Need to be.
You know, and as you know, I didn't get the bone marrow transplant or nothing like that. But I don't know, bro. I'm trying to manage
Seriously, it's
a
a meatball.
condition that they consider
Meatball
terminal.
slaughter. Vegetarian meatballs they made. You made the meatballs
Come
yourself.
on, man. Get in there, man.
Seriously, we all have
I'm
one.
gonna offend you because
There's one left. No, it's not meat. It's like vegetarian.
Oh, that's why. It's one of those little turkey.
Yeah.
But we all have one already, so that's the last one left.
There's a couple more in the stash, but definitely go for that.
That's why we're not moving too much.
Yeah. And the hummus has got raw, stone ground, organic
I saw the
tahini.
picture.
Ah, it's sick, right?
Jeez. Super
You
upgrade.
see the machine he's got in there?
Well,
The machine he's got in there? It's like a big
he's
stone roller
posted
thing.
a pic.
Yeah,
Well, look at it. It's crazy. It's got these big stone wheels in there, you know? It's like,
Conan styles.
well, you need a window to connect to that thing, you know?
All day.
You get some good wind right there in that alley, you know? Probably put some out the window on it.
But yeah, I don't know what you was asking. I'll find out everything tomorrow. It's probably going to be, I guess it'll be more, I'm learning that like it's not an either or thing, but it can be a and.
Some gray area, man.
You know, like I can do, like I was really hoping, man, and you guys
You're on the
know,
north, but you're just right now. on the
I'm healthy
north
with a
end-
terminal disease right now.
But you're on the north end of high normal. You know what I mean? Like you're on the top end.
Well,
of
she
high
saw
normal.
that blast in my blood. She saw, 56% of the white blood cells were blast.
But that's
That's
how
not
many?
56%. That's not good. I probably got the funk again. I'll be in meal with you, I'll be in meal with me. There's a good chance I got the funk building. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, I'm trying to like...
But you have a wonderful option that most people don't have, and you have a
brother,
brother with a
no
perfect
doubt,
match.
no doubt. I'm trying to look at it like
There's a lot
this,
of people who
bro.
wish they had that
Yeah.
situation. You know?
I'm looking at it like this, I got... Whereas for other people, any of this... Look, man, I ain't your average dude, you know what I'm saying? And you guys know, man, I've been putting it in hard for the last 3 months, dude. I could hardly walk when I came out that piece. You know, I put it in real fucking hard. It went through a lot of fucking pain, man, and a lot of suffering, and it was inside, a lot of trauma, a lot of bullshit, the fucking bad dreams, man. Waking up, freaking out over the shit that happened to me in there, man. And I ain't trying to go nowhere, man. I'm trying to stay here, you know what I'm saying? So, in the way that, like, for somebody who would have a chronic leukemia, they would be, like, managing their situation by whatever, they don't talk much about health, diet, and exercise. I know that it works, otherwise I'd be jacked up right now. But I'm trying to treat this like what they call terminal. I know it ain't gotta be like that, you know what I mean? But I also had to admit, on Friday, I had to admit to myself that, yo man, you ain't just walking away from this like it ain't nothing, like, you ain't that bad, you know what I mean? That you just gonna go eat some raw carrots and shit
Right.
and walk away from a
You're
terminal
increasing your
disease.
chances is what you're doing.
And I gotta walk that line now, exactly, thank you, Dean. And I gotta walk that line now, I'm like, fuck, man. Yo, dude, that's the last thing I want in the world is more chemotherapy. I don't recommend it. Look, man, I'm just getting my fucking hair back. You know what I'm saying? I'm just getting my life back, man. You know what I'm saying? And right away, they want...
Baby soul.
Yeah. And, and they want to do shit that I feel like is going to take my shit away again, So it's real tough, man. But, you were saying...
I know what you're saying. I've got this chunk of metal in my heart, and I'm going to have it for the rest of my life. And how long that life is has got a lot to do with how I look after that.
Yeah.
It's
not how
ain't gonna
long
go
it
there,
is,
and
it's
I'm
how
not going to
good
get
it is.
well.
You know, I hate to say it, but it's not how long it is, it's how good it is. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
you just really like, seriously,
Okay,
I can be in the
much
best shape of my
is,
life
yeah.
and walk around the corner tomorrow and get clipped by a bus trying to cross Broadway. You know what I mean? Like, it's just
But
how you live
it's
your
still
life.
something
You
I'm
live
going to have to
well.
look after while I'm around.
None of us know the plan, so.
There's
It's
a
both
base
at the
level of
same
maintenance.
time.
Systematic risk and then systematic risk. You got to control the one you can control.
Yeah.
But that's sort of that's another sort of a guy way to look at things. Like, we have to assess risk and measure things and calculate.
Yeah, that's part of the
At some
story,
point,
it's
you just
not-
gotta go like, fuck it. It's just gonna happen the way it's gonna happen.
Yeah, but you know what, bro? I'm with you, and I hear both of y'all at the same time. And I'll up the ante. You know what I really think the problem is with guys and all this type of shit? With people general, but we're here talking about us, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
I'm not ignoring you. I'm trying to
no,
show
of course.
you.
Is that it comes down to with people, loving yourself. You know what I mean? Graham, we was having a conversation along these lines earlier today. Like, everybody's living towards death, right? That's the whole existentialism, is being towards death, right? Okay. So with that being said, that's par for the course for every man, woman, and child out here. Now,
Sorry, bro.
it's alright, brother. It's all good. It's all good.
Put it down.
Now what you're doing from here to there is either affirming life or affirming death. You going out there, I mean look man, I'll have a beer, maybe 2 beers tonight, on my big night, where I know I'm probably going to get hospitalized tomorrow, for maybe another month. You know what I'm saying? Go through all kinds of shit again. Okay, my last hurrah, cool. But if you're out there getting hammered, you're not affirming your life. You're not. If you, and this is all shit that I do, and I'll speak, you know what? I ain't even going to use the word you. When I'm out there getting hammered, I'm not affirming my life. When I'm out there smoking stoves, I'm not affirming my life. When I'm sitting around and I ain't doing shit when I should be maybe getting my ass out there and exercising and doing something, I'm not affirming my life. You know what I mean? And I really do think it comes down to, and I'll be extreme. I'm a Leo, y'all know my styles. You either loving yourself or you're not loving yourself. You know what I mean? And when you're loving yourself, it's a process, and of course it's a gradient to where you gotta learn it. And I'm learning how to love myself a lot better every day. But it's like, that's what I think it really comes down to. You can manage risk to a degree. At the end of the day, man, I could go through all this, yeah, I'm in remission, do bow. And like I said, I was talking this shit in the hospital. Walk out and get smacked by a UPS truck. Like, damn, Will just beat cancer. And he didn't beat UPS, though. UPS got his ass. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, in the meantime, in between time.
What could Brown do for you?
It could have been so much worse. It could have been FedEx.
Oh, yeah. USPS.
No.
Yeah. You just went up.
Dude, DOA.
Delivering the UPS package.
Like, oh, man.